Hello, YouTube. How y'all doing? I am back with another fraud story. So, two women sentenced to federal prison in a $1.5 million wide fraud conspiracy case. And this was in South Carolina. So it's two women. One was 66 and one was 60. I think they were sisters. That's what the article say. Margaret Heilman, 66, of Darlington County, was sentenced to 20 months imprisonment to be followed by a 3-year term of court-ordered supervision and paid $1.5 million in restitution. Catherine Ward Gray, 60, of Florence County, was sentenced to 7 months imprisonment to be followed by a 3-year term of court-ordered supervision, must pay $234,000 back in restitution, which I don't know where they're going to get that kind of money to pay back because they didn't have it in the beginning. Because they did, they wouldn't have been out there defrauding the company of their money. So I don't know why the federal judges, whoever put these little crazy things on people to say, oh, they have to pay back this amount of money. Where and how? They probably want to get a Social Security check over when they get ready to retire, because they can come out through Social Security. So I guess that's the way you can pay it back. But I don't know if they're gonna pay back that. Them women are old. But that's not. Let me move on. According to the attorneys, officer evidence presented to the court showed that Heilman was the bookkeeper for a business in Florence County. So she began working there in 2014, and she would write checks to herself and others to include her sister for personal expenses. And she wrote the checks to herself and others. She made them look like legitimate business expense on the business general ledger, but it wasn't. And she defrauded the company out of $1.5 million. That is a lot of money to take from one company. But people do it all the time. And she was a bookkeeper, so I don't know if she went to school, she had a degree, or that was her trade, her craft. And it probably was her trade and her craft. That's something that she did for a long time. And people just, the company just trusted her to do the right thing, which is nothing wrong with that. You're supposed to have a little trust in people and have them sign something. You're supposed to be able to bond those people. I'm thinking people have a bond on them or something like that when they start working for these companies. But that was a $1.5 million fraud. And I'm trying to find the company that she worked for. It was some kind of contractor company, I do believe. So, and she took a lot of money from them people. A lot of money from them people. And I'm sorry that it happened, but I guess it happens all the time. And the people searched her, SWAT team searched her home, and she was charged with a breach of trust. They say $10,000, and because she defrauded the company with like $1.5 million, and that was a lot of money. And the company is Carolina Installation Contractors is where she worked. So I was looking for that, and I just found this Carolina Installation Contractor. That's who she worked for. And they probably had some big contracts, or maybe small, and she was able just to divert that money to herself. But it should be a check and balance at these companies, y'all, because usually it should be two people. Somebody write the checks, somebody sign the checks. But now I think a lot of companies do a lot of direct deposit. I don't know, but it should be some type of check and balance. Shouldn't no one person have full authority over a company checkbook? Because that just setting you up for fraud. Unless it's your own company and you're the one handling all your expenses for yourself, that's different. But when you just a small company and you giving it to your friend or whoever, somebody that you may trust, because some people look trusting. She was an older white woman, so she probably looked trusting, and they trusted her to do the right thing, and that's not what happened. So they got taken for a lot of money, and there they are. It is what it is. It happens. It's happening all the time. I can find a story on this every day, and it's probably why I like doing this, because it's a story out there every day, y'all. I think somebody said when you find a sucker, you lick it. Ooh, I hate to say it. That sounds so gross, but that's what's happening. People find a sucker and they lick it ground and licking it and taking advantage of people, y'all. But yeah, that's all I got for now. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
In the PD, this woman here is in jail, accused of embezzling thousands of dollars from her employer. Darlington County deputies arrested 65-year-old Margaret Heilman Wednesday. They say that she took money from Carolina Installation Contractors for years and used it to buy cars and other personal items. It's still unclear how much money she supposedly got away with, but she faces breach of trust charges and is awaiting a bond hearing. Deputies say additional charges may be